Today will be a crucial test for Prime Minister Mark Carney's government. The federal budget is expected to face its final vote in the House of Commons. This vote is not a sure thing for the minority Liberals. They're still 2 seats shy of a majority, and no opposition members have publicly indicated that they will support the budget. The budget could also pass if enough opposition MPs abstain from voting. But if it's defeated, Canadians will likely be heading into another election. Janice McGregor joins us live from our Parliamentary Bureau to start off our coverage this morning. Good morning to you, Janice. Okay, so no apparent support from the opposition, but the Liberals still pretty confident regardless. Are the parties all just playing chicken on the edge of an election?
It does seem that way. Look, everyone says they don't want to go to the voters right before Christmas, but nobody wants to be the first to turn away here. So here we are. If the Liberals were secretly hoping to trigger an election, this is a funny budget to want to run on. It's not loaded up with short-term goodies for voters. It is a narrative of long-term economic transformation that asks Canadians basically to be patient, have faith, trust them. Liberal Whip Mark Garretson delivered a 100% turnout from his caucus for the first 2 budget votes, confidence measures, and he says Liberal MPs are going to be out in force again tonight to pass this agenda. So in his view, the ball is in the opposition's court.
Those in the other parties have the opportunity to reflect on this and come to the conclusion that this really is a transformational budget, that Canadians aren't looking for a Christmas election, and what they want is Parliament to work together. I leave it to those that have to reflect on that and come to a conclusion on their own.
So how are those reflections going? How could someone eventually turn away? The 7 new Democrat MPs are meeting this morning to continue their deliberations as to what to do. 2 of them, Interim Leader Don Davies and BC MP Gord Johns, have openly spoken about how there are things in this particular budget that they asked for that would help the people that they represent back home. But even if they don't vote in favor or abstain, it's important to remember that in the first 2 budget votes, it was 4 Conservatives who actually didn't show up. Even though Pierre Poilievre's office said that Matt Genereux wasn't resigning until the spring, he did not vote. Shannon Stubbs' office said that she was on medical leave, but important to note here that the app that MPs use for remote voting, it's basically possible to vote to represent your riding so long as basically you're conscious, you can show your face and press an app on the phone. The remaining 2 MPs that did not vote, Leila Goodridge and Michael Chong, are not considered to be flight risks. Notably, Chong spoke in the House strongly against the budget, but then didn't vote to back that up.
So if an MP decides to sit out on this vote today, what would the political cost be for them?
Yeah, it's not a great look to look like you're afraid to lose your seat and face the electorate. But even when there's no election on the line, a budget vote is arguably the most important decision an MP makes each of this in the sitting. It may be hard to make a binary choice amid mixed feelings about what's in it. But as Green Party leader Elizabeth May pointed out, that's the job. You cannot sit this one out.
It certainly isn't my inclination. We don't have anything in parliamentary procedure that records an abstention, like a principled decision. You're just not there. Yep. And I don't think I was elected to fail to show up.
Took itself out of the mix early by voicing its opposition right away. May, on the other hand, has wanted to keep negotiating right down to the wire to see if she could secure any policy changes in return for her single vote. I would note, though, that Prime Minister Mark Carney, his focus today is a First Minister's meeting with the premiers at midday. He is leaving, scheduled to be leaving on some international travel as of later on tomorrow. That is not behavior, the behavior of an MP that believes he is about to be in an election campaign. So we watch to see, but there doesn't appear to be a serious worry emanating from the Prime Minister's office.
All right. Thanks so much for this, Janice.
You're welcome.